I am your host, Demetrius G. Sanford, and this is T.O. and this is T.G. Terrence Gaston, and the G is for going places, and Trevor Owen. So guys, let's get started. The main topic for today is going to be NFL professional football. Let's start with the Broncos and the Ravens. I mean, for me, I went in thinking, I knew automatically, I went for the underdog. The underdog was the Ravens because everybody was saying, Denver, Tom Brady, Denver, Peyton Manning. He came in this year, he took the team over and he did what he needed to do to get his team to the playoffs. But the one thing that held them back in this game, I understand, is also the way he played. He didn't play like he usually plays.
Well, me personally, I can't say I was going for a specific team because if you look at the stats, they were at the same score every quarter until that overtime.
I mean, but if you think about it, everybody went over 50% said Peyton Manning was going to be able to pull it out. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the thing was, both teams were really fighting hard. Ray Lewis is getting out there trying to get that ring because he said he's going to retire this year. And Peyton Manning, she knows he's in his last few years, so he's going to go out there and try to get a ring these last few years. And so what really came through is that the Ravens pushed harder. Their defense was outstanding, and they controlled Peyton Manning for the whole game, keeping him from having a superstar performance like you'd expect from him.
I mean, Ray Lewis was just the same old Ray he's always been since 2002, coming into Baltimore. I mean, he wowed me in this game because of the fact this is his last game, and the one thing that he said when I talked to him after the game, no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
And think about it, he's playing with that still injury, he's still doing his best.
But my Cougar Nation, Cougar play of the game, has to be the game-winning field goal by the rookie. That just topped it off.
I mean, yeah, because they brought in a rookie kicker, not knowing would he be able to do it. Would he be able to do it? Because this is what happened last year. They were that close, just like they are now. And you see it got to like this last year with Ravens, 49ers, Broncos, everybody.
And you got to think about it, that's a lot of pressure put on a rookie.
You have a chance. This is what you have on you. You have Ray Lewis, the leader of the team. He's pushing you because he wants to get a ring. You have the coach who wants to get further in the playoffs. So everybody's depending on you on this one kick. And the crowd's going crazy. They even iced him. They called a timeout before he kicked to lose his focus a little bit. But he made a good kick, and that's what won them the game. And that's my Cougar play again.
All right. So let's move on to the next game, which is your favorite team, Texans Patriots. For me, J.J. Watt came in. He wanted to break the record this year. He got close, but he couldn't do it. I mean, Tom Brady had one of the best games I've seen him play, even with being hit like he was. He took some hits, son. He took some hits. So as far as I say about that, I want to say that for me, my favorite play was when Brady hit, when the interception came off from Scab, and when Scab threw it right directly to him because he knew what he was doing. He threw it right to him. He didn't even think about it. He just let it go.
For my team, I just got to say they came out and they played strong in the first quarter. It was 7-3. And then they tried to come back in the second quarter. It was 10-10. But what happened is the Texans gave up in the third quarter. They didn't score any at all.
I mean, yeah.
And, when you have Tom Brady on any kind of field whatsoever, that's your primary focus. And if Tom Brady's doing his thing, and the defense is holding them off, like you said in the third quarter, holding them off, it's an easy win for the Patriots. And I can see them getting a little bit further, maybe even Tom Brady making it to the Super Bowl again if they get a win next week. But who knows? He really was hurt last year.
Okay, so let's break this down. You got the Ravens with the inspirational hunger for Ray Lewis to get his final ring before he leaves the game for good. He's done after this game. If they lose this game, and the main reason why they want to win this game is to get him his ring and for them to also get a ring. Because let's get this right. The Ravens always make it to the playoffs. They get this close, and one thing causes them, the whole team, to fall apart.
And you see, they have to play every single game like it's their last. Because you can't just say, all right, if we beat them at the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. No. You're going to put your hardest at this next game for the conference. And once you get conference champs, then worry about Super Bowl. Just keep on attacking, keep on pushing, and keep on fighting for this game right here.
All right. Since we're on that game right now, let's go ahead and make the pick for that game. Who are you choosing to take this? Because I know right now you're sitting at 5. Everybody's at 5-3. So who do you pick?
This is a very hard decision, but I think that Tom Brady's going to go back to Super Bowl again and do his thing one more year. That's what my pick is.
All right. For me, because I know how hard Ray Lewis is going to play this last game, even if it is the last game, this is how hard I know he's going to play. He's going to come out getting to Tom Brady. He's going to get to Tom Brady most of the game and probably end up hurting Brady a little bit. So for me, I'm going with the Ravens as the underdog. What's your pick?
I still have to say my team, the Patriots. Now, I know they lost in the regular season. It was 30-31, but just like I said, playoffs does things to you. It'll make you play harder.
And Brady is one of those quarterbacks who comes through in the playoffs. He's one of the few quarterbacks in the league you depend on in the playoffs. All right?
All right. Moving on to the next subject, let's talk about the Seahawks and the Ravens, and then we're going to talk about Green Bay and 49ers. So let's go ahead and talk about the Seahawks and the Falcons. I'm sorry. The main thing I seen was Russell Wilson pulled this game out to the last minute. He gave it everything he could, and when it came down to it, even when the best games I've seen him play all season long, he just wasn't able to come through for them.
But, first half, how many points did the Seahawks score in the first half?
They scored none in the first half.
None. You know how hard you have to try to win a playoff game when you scored 0 points in the first half, down by 20? And he still, being his age and being what he did, he still fought to come back. But it wasn't enough. If they had put a small effort in the first half, I could have seen them taking that game.
I mean, there was times when they had opportunities that got blown out the water. Like, the main turning point in the game was when Marshawn Lynch had that fumble.
That killed him. I mean, when you have a turning point in a game like that and it just decides the whole game like that.
Fumbles and interceptions, that's the last thing you want to hear in a game, especially in a key game in the playoffs.
And the player who made the interception shocked me, Julio Jones. Isn't he on the other side of the ball? I mean, that was a key factor shot. I mean, if they scored that touchdown, it would have been the other way around. But as far as it goes, I mean, I wanted the Falcons to win this game because, yes, the Seahawks were a younger team, but it gives them time to look back and see what they can do better the next year to come back to the same spot and win that game this time around. So, next up, Green Bay Packers, 49ers. 49ers shocked me. I mean, Kaepernick, I wonder what his 40 time was actually, because, I mean, he ran for the most yards in playoff history rushing as a quarterback. The most yards in playoff history as a quarterback. And this is his first playoff time. So, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be real short because we don't have that much time left. That I'm going to say that the Falcons and the 49ers are going to meet next week. When those two meet, it just may be a repeat of what happened in Green Bay. I'm going with the 49ers to win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, the 49ers, Green Bay is a really tough team to beat, and they have some experience on them, and they know they can make it to the playoffs, and they know they can win a Super Bowl. And the fact that a team comes out there and does that to them in a playoff game, I have to go with the 49ers too.
I mean, because look, if you look at it, anybody will tell you, if they came in and controlled the whole game like they did, the whole game, that's what helped them win. So who are you going with in this game?
I'm going to say the 49ers. Now, everybody's always used to the 49ers being an underdog team, but if you look at what they've done this year, you really say that they've really achieved something great.
And they got one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, so that's for me, 49ers and Ravens. Well, this is all the time we had for today. It was great talking to you, T.O., and great talking to you, T.G. Along with my co-host, I am Demetrius G. Stanford, and good night, call it some count.